Well, good evening guys. It's Friday the 12th of July today. It's about 7:30 in the evening. As you can probably see, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you'll recognise this. I've come near to home to the lock, to the weir. I've come just above the weir, as you can see by the buoys over there. This is where Anastasia and I come float fishing quite often, and I've come to do the same this evening. So I'm gonna perhaps do a bit of float fishing, see what species we can catch. There's lots and lots of different stuff in here, and I'm actually going to fish into dark this evening, which I don't normally do here, just to see what happens really. I don't think I've ever fished into dark here. It's very weedy, but I found a clear spot, and that being that I can actually fish to the bottom as well, which is difficult in here, as I say, because it is very weedy. But what I'm going to do is primarily float fish. May well float fish on the bottom, maybe on the drop. There's some, as I say, lots of species in here: roach, rudd, chub, perch, odd tench and the odd carp. So we'll just see what we can do really. As you can see, it's really sunny. I've waited till about 7:30 till the sun has got off the water, till I've come down, and I'm just gonna give it a go and see what we can catch really. A bit of a species challenge, if you like. Bit of a see how many species we can catch. I'm going to fish over a bed of ground bait. As I say, I'm going to probably fish, I'll start off fishing probably on the drop with maggots, see if we can catch some roach and rudd, and then I'll perhaps go onto the bottom, see what else we can catch. So fingers crossed, we can have a few fish out. About that first cast. I think that was intentional. Fish on the bottom. Well, there's a bit of bread flake on the bottom. Think about that. Beautiful red. 6 or 7 ounces, I should think. Absolutely stunning. Great stuff. Seems to be rocking down there. we're doing quite well on the species. I'm trying to push a word, but it's not happening. These little fellas keep grabbing it on the way down. Well guys, I said I was expecting a few species. This one not so much, and certainly not one this size, and it's very, very lively. Very lively indeed. How's about that? Good 4.5 pound I should think. Wow, what a lump. Completely unexpected as well. I did, when I struck into it, did think it was a tench, to be honest. So he didn't fight too hard. I don't think he quite knew what was going on. That was on a bit of bread flake again on the bottom. What a great evening this is turning out to be. Absolutely fantastic. Well guys, another new species. Bit of a battered old warrior of a bream there. Really very lively, but like a bar of soap. Very, very beaten up as well. Poor old fella. Right, let's get him back. Well guys, so I had that bream on fishing the method. Just got a method rod. I dropped out as a bit of a sleeper rod, just perhaps to try and catch some bigger fish, but we're doing pretty well on the float. But I had him on that, just a standard sort of method, helicopter style rig. But obviously I'm going to get it back in. Well guys, it's just gone 9 o'clock, it's just after 9 actually. The restaurant boat's gone after stirring the place up. They come down here every night. Got some more bait back in after he's washed it all away. And, there's been a few bubbles coming up, so that's a good sign. Still persevering with the float at the moment. And got the sleeper rod out as well. Got the method, so it's just that nice time of night when it starts to get dark. Well guys, anyone who says bream don't fight, you saw that. I'm having to keep my voice down, there's people asleep in these boats, but that's about that. For a fish, careful, it's very lively. I'm just resting in the net, but wow, what a unit that is. Fantastic. Just took that under the float on bread flake. Been carrying on with the float fishing, and just got it illuminated with the torch. He wants to go back. Let's get him back in. Well guys, apologies for not getting this on camera, or not very well anyway, but I thought it was a bream again at first, and then by the time I realised it wasn't, it took me into the marina, and the camera was pointing the opposite direction, but we've actually had a tench. He's not the most handsome of chaps. Proper river tench. He's had a couple of hits with the ugly stick, but what a fantastic scrap. As I say, apologies for not getting on camera, but wow, what a scrap he had. I mean, all over the place. It's great as well having all these fish on the float in the pin. Brilliant. Again, this was on bread. Fab. Well guys, I think, to be honest, I'm going to call it a day at that. That's great. We've had lots of species. We've had a great time. Absolutely wonderful time. Brilliant. Couldn't have asked for a better session. So, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your own angling. I've had a great time. Tight lines, and I'll see you again very soon.